Hello everyone. Today, the 3rd of July 2023 is a very important day because we celebrate Guru Purnima on this day. There are three important things that we celebrate today. Saint Ved Vyasa was born on this day. He is the one who narrated the great epic Mahabharata, which was written by Lord Ganesha. The second important event that happened in the month of Ashad Poornima, that sometimes happen in the month of June and sometimes in the month of July, is falling today. On this day, Lord Buddha, after attaining his enlightenment, gave his first sermon, his first lecture. The third most important thing is today is full moon day, which is happening 12 to 13 times in a year. So the full moon day is a very powerful day for each one of us to work on our natal moons, to strengthen our natal moons. I will be talking about that later. First, I will talk about the Guru factor in our lives. So friends, Guru is the one who removes the darkness and who creates light for us. So he is the most important person in a person's life. When the child is born, his first guru is his mother. She is the one who teaches him lots of things, then his father, then his family members. When the child grows a bit, he is sent to school, then his teachers, they become his gurus. So when the child becomes an adult, he faces the world. He is on his own. He learns many things from many people whom he encounter in his life. There are people who will teach him pleasant things, but he also shall meet many people who may teach him things through some not so good experiences. But in a way, the person leads towards light after learning many things through experiences or through his social interactions. So until the time the child is alive, the child becomes old, he is learning something or the other through the people who come in his life. So we must pay our gratitude to all those gurus who are teaching us something or the other. So friends, Guru is also the most important planet, the most auspicious planet in our natal charts. So Guru is the one. Planet Jupiter is the one that is also associated with the good luck factor in our lives. So by being respectful towards all those people who are teaching us something, towards all those gurus, we also happen to strengthen our natal Jupiters, our natal good luck. So we must pay our gratitude on this day to all the gurus, to all the teachers. So friends, the next important thing is that today happens to be the full moon day. A lot of people are having problems with their natal moons. So what are the signs? You may be undergoing some depression, you may be having lots of stress in your mind, you may have a mental breakdown easily, sometimes you have emotional breakdown, sometimes you will have domestic problems, and sometimes there are people who are forever traveling. In fact, they do not want to travel that much, but still because of some XYZ reasons they have to travel. These are all the signs of weak moon in your chart. Then there are people who will find a great difficulty in interacting with people. You become a loner and you become depressed due to that. Sometimes you will have fears and phobias in your minds, and sometimes you have heaviness in your body. Sometimes you will have trouble sleeping, and there are people who may have urinary problems. There are also people who will have fertility problems. There are also some women who will have problems in feeding their babies. There are also women who will have their monthly cycle problems. So there are lots of issues that people will face due to the weak moon. When the child is born, we give a lot of importance to his or her moon sign. After the ascendant, the moon sign becomes the most important thing for each and every one of us. The moon is the most important planet because the ascendant, it is going to be there for two to 2.5 hours roughly. So it is very impactful for each one of us. So we should definitely pay attention to our ascendants. But after the ascendant, it is planet moon that stays in a sign for 2.5 days. So that means after our ascendant, our moon becomes the most important planet, which will create its influence on us. So at the time of birth, if the moon is very weak, the person will have lots of problems in his life. In fact, the health will also become very weak. To see the health of the person, we give a lot of importance to planet moon. In fact, the age is also calculated by giving lots of importance to planet moon. So it becomes very imperative, very important for each one of us to strengthen our natal moons. So how we can do it? So today is the day, or the full moon's day, which happens 12 to 13 times a year, should be used to strengthen your moon. So I will talk about all those remedies that you can adopt on the full moon day. The first thing is that a lot of people who are having these problems should put some sea salt in a bucket of water, and they should take a full body bath in the evening of the full moon night. So after taking a full body bath, they should go and sit in the moonlight in silence for some time. So I would suggest you to sit in meditation if you can do that easily. So while you are sitting in meditation, sitting in silence, there will be many thoughts which will occur in your mind. Try not to pay any attention to the thoughts which are occurring in your mind, and try to bring your focus towards your breathing. So after you are doing that, you will see that your state of mind is becoming calm, and you will become very calm, and you will see that the energies will start to rise. So see, on the full moon night, what happens is that moon is very powerful. It comes in front of planet sun. So we know that moon is the satellite of earth, and earth is always rotating around sun. There is a time when earth is just opposite to sun, and it is getting the full rays of planet sun. So moon is behind the earth. So this is the time when all three of them are aligned in one line, and the earth is getting full light of sun, and the moon is getting full light of sun. So moon works on the energies of sun. So what happens is the moon becomes very powerful. So friends, even if your moon is debilitated in your chart, but it is in front of sun, it is 180 degrees apart from sun in your natal chart, it becomes very, very powerful. So you don't need to worry even if it is having a Kendrum dosha, or if it is debilitated in your chart, just because it is just opposite to your sun. So those people who have got full moon in their charts are very positive in their outlook, and they take things very positively. So when the moon becomes afflicted by its closeness to sun, so there is a critical degree, that is 72 degrees. So after crossing that minimum degrees, your moon becomes very weak. So moon should be at least 72 degrees or more apart from planet sun. Only then the moon will gain in its strength. So that factor you have to see in your charts. So but having our birth charts is not in our hands, but doing the remedies is certainly in our hands. That we can do. So how can we make our moon become more strong and more powerful? So friends, I was talking about the full moon night. When moon is very powerful, it is pulling the energies through its gravitational pull from the earth. So what happens is the liquids will begin to rise. On this night, you will see that the sea tides are very high because they are being attracted by the pull of the moon. So they will rise high. Similarly, the human body is made up of 60 to 70% water. So we are having blood and various fluids in our body. So what happens is on this night, the fluid flow is towards the upward direction and we feel very energetic. So a lot of people will have a great flow of emotions on the night of full moon, and if they are keeping negative emotions, that will also rise, and if they are keeping positive emotions, that will also rise. So lots of people commit crimes also, as per the research, on the days, on the nights of full moon, because their emotions are very high. People become very volatile also. So if you are having a control on your emotions, then you can do wonders, because these are the days, these are the nights when you can bring your projects into culmination, when you can fructify many things. These are the days when you should perform important tasks that you want to bring to culmination, that you want to complete. People should perform their surgeries on 1 or 2 days prior to the full moon day, or on the full moon day if they are having some criticalities about their surgeries. These are the perfect days to undergo surgeries, because the patient's state of mind is also very strong, and the doctor's state of mind is also pretty strong on these days. So completing the task that you want to end would be very good to do on these days. So the full moon days should be, full moon night should be used to cure your natal moons. So the other thing, after taking a sea salt bath, you should sit under the moonlight and you should sit in silence. A lot of people will say that we find meditation very difficult, so they can just sit in silence and try to focus on the positive energies inside their selves. Try not to think about any negative things. Try only to focus on the positive aspect of their lives and be thankful to God about the things that you have been blessed with. Do not focus your attention on the things that you are not having. This way also you will rise your moon towards the positive side. Then if you can't do this also, you can just take a moonlight walk in silence. That will also energize yourself, and try to be positive in your thought process. There are a lot of people who are light workers. They are working with crystals. So you can take your crystals and energize them on this night. So you can put them in the sea salt water under the moonlight, and in the morning you can just wash them and you can wear, and you will see that the crystals will give you a great effect after energizing them, because the crystals are very sensitive to your energies, so they will absorb your negative energies, and if you do not energize them under the full moonlight, eventually one day they will break. I have actually experienced this with crystals, so it becomes very imperative to energize your crystals on the full moon night. A lot of people are into wearing gemstones, like I am wearing this one. So the gemstones, they also work for 6 to 7 years. After that, the gemstones will lose out on their energies. So what should be done is that you can put them in the sea salt water on the full moon night, and in the morning you can wash them and wear, and this way you can wear them for as long as you want, because the energies will be energized by the energies of the moonlight. So a lot of people should also keep a glass tumbler, and you can also add crystal to it, but even without crystal you can cover that glass tumbler with a transparent paper and put it under the moonlight, and in the morning you can drink that water. It will also energize your weak moon, and sometimes you can also put some milk in the silver vessel and also in the glass vessel, and put it under the moonlight for some time, and you can drink that water. That can also energize your moon. So these are some of the ways through which you can work on your moon, and you can make your natal moon stronger, and this way you can also make your lives more worthwhile. So try doing these remedies, and I'm sure in due span of time you will get very good results. So try to do them on every full moon night, and you will see the results very strongly in your lives, and you can do a great deal with this therapy in your lives. So all the best to you, and see you very soon. in my next video.